So students, we were doing the political causes of the rebel, political and administrative causes. So what we discussed in this political and administrative causes, first we talk about the imperialistic policy of this who? Of the British administrator. Okay, imperialistic policy means annexation of the territory. Okay, second we saw the doctrines of land. Okay, of Lord Dalhousie. And third we talk about the abolitions of the pension and title. So now we will discuss about the fourth point is the disrespect to the Mughal emperor. So disrespect to the Mughal emperor, here we will see the attitude of the British administrator towards the Mughal, especially we talk about here Bahadur Shah II. Okay, so you can see during Lord Hastings time, okay, the custom of presenting the, you can see, the gifts to the Mughal emperor is stopped at the time of Lord Hastings. And then you can see here at the time of Lord Dalhousie and Lord Ellenborough. Okay, they draw a plan to deprive the rulers from their palace, from the pension. Okay, so here we saw that here the British attitude toward the Bahadur Shah, where you can see it started from Lord Hastings, where you can see the custom of giving them gifts were stopped, and then later this Lord Dalhousie and Lord Ellenborough policy was that they draw a plan to how to deprive them from the titles, either there from the palaces, and they fought at the title of kingship. Okay. Then we will see blow to the interest of aristocracy. Which will blow to the interest of aristocracy means how they harm the interest of the aristocracy. So here you can see that as this subsidiary alliance for the doctrines of land, what happened? The native states here, they disappeared, or you can say disappearance of the native states at court, which resulted, you can see, who had been doing the high jobs, who were in the high jobs and position in this court, okay, or the native state. Now they were what? They have thrown out from their jobs, okay, so they are now unemployed and they are now deprived of their livelihood. So here you can see blow to the interest or harm to the interest of aristocracy, whoever were working under the king, okay, or in court or in darbar. So what happened? Now as they have been deprived, आपने देखा जैसे ही क्या हो गया, राज्य का विलय हो गया, ठीक है, ब्रिटिश साम्राज्य में, तो वहां पर हम देखते हैं ये सभी लोग क्या हो गए, ये अनएम्प्लॉयड हो गए, एंड नाउ दे वर deprived of their livelihood. Okay. So here you can see these Indian rulers, as they have हमने quote पढ़ा था patronage, है ना? So they were patron of art and literature. So these religious preachers हो गए, the scholars, they were what? They were under the patronage of these native states or the ruler. Okay. So now already the state has merged. इवन अब जो राजा है वो क्या हो गया, वो सिर्फ पेंशन मात्र की रहेगी, लेकिन उसी also after the war of this, after the revolt of 1857, he was exiled to other. Okay. Here you can see that with the decline of the native state, this patronage it too came into a end. And here comes the very important annexation of Awadh. So annexation of Awadh. So you can see the Nawab of Awadh, they had been loyal to the British East India Company from the very beginning, but here the loyalty of this Awadh, it was of no significance. To Lord Dalhousie, you can see imperialistic ambition, and they want to annex the territory. So Awadh could not be annexed on the basis of doctrine of land. So as Wajid Ali Shah and then Nawab of Awadh had to accept the subsidiary alliance in 1801. So annexation of Awadh starts from here as they have accepted the subsidiary alliance. He had accepted all the terms of the subsidiary alliance. Okay, the Nawab, now he had disbanded the administration, disband the armed forces. Okay, then we would allow the stationing of the British contingent in his kingdom. As whatever terms and conditions we discussed yesterday, all this is on that point. Okay, so we talked about this contingent and then we saw that residence. Yesterday we discussed all the points of subsidiary alliance. So same here he would carry out the administration with the advice of the British residents. So this being deprived of his armed forces, it became difficult for the Nawab now to maintain the law order in his state. So what was the reason? He started losing his control over the rebels, the chief and talukdar, and his dependence on the British started increasing day by day. As you can see, now you can see, he had signed an agreement with the British and the subsidiary alliances. So now first he has to disband his army. Okay, if there will be no army, how he could maintain the law and order, the peace in his state. So here you can see the rebel started from the chief, from the talukdar. So what happened? He was not able. So and his dependence on the British started increasing day by day. Interference started of British. So in fact the British were very eager to bring Awadh under British rule from the very. So that was the one reason where they put what? One administration. Okay? On that basis they annexed the territory of Awadh. So here you can see even the British, they were also very willing to annex the territory. And then you can see they thought that the soil of the Awadh was much too suitable for the cultivation of indigo and cotton. So they could develop the area into the principal market of northern India, and it is worth mentioning that the British had conquered all the major areas such as the Maratha land, Doab, Karnataka, Punjab, Bengal by the early 1850. Now their eyes were fixed on the Awadh. So here they have conquered all the major areas and now their eyes were fixed on Awadh. As you can see, Awadh was earlier, they were very loyal to the Britishers, but their loyalty doesn't matter to them as they had an expansion policy where they want Awadh. Okay, so what was the reason for the annexation of Awadh? As its soil, it was very fertile and it was good for the cultivation of cotton and indigo. So it was a Doab reason, okay, at a very fertile soil. So that was the main reason for the annexation. And then you can see their eye was fixed on Awadh, known as the Glory of North India in those days. Lord Dalhousie, here you have read the remark where the Lord Dalhousie that this cherry will drop into our mouth one day. So come to the point that just 5 years later, after making this remark, he annexed Awadh into British Empire under the accusations of maladministration. Maladministration, you can see. Okay. So Nawab Wajid Ali Shah was sent to Calcutta on an annual pension of 12 lakh. Thousands of you can see courtiers, nobles and officials were deprived of their job. So maybe तो वही है ना, the people who work in the court, in the empire, in the palace, they were deprived of their job. Same point here also. Okay. So you can put the example of Awadh there also. So here comes thousands of courtiers, nobles and officials, they were deprived of their job as a result of this annexation. And you can see the Jagir of about 21,000 Talukdar, it was confiscated, okay, by the British, and artisan musicians, dancers, poets, traders and shopkeepers, they attached to the court and nobility were forced to face the problem of unemployment. So here Awadh undergone into a last center of discontentment and dissatisfaction against the British. So the accusations of the British, okay, that the Nawab Wajid Ali Shah was not popular among his subjects was far off from the truth. Okay, so whatever accusation as they have put the, you can see accusation here that he was not able to function properly, or he was not able to govern his state, as they put maladministration there. Okay, and then it was annexed. And what was the accusation? That he was not popular among whom? Whom he was not popular? Among his subject. Okay, so here you can see that there is no doubt the people of Awadh loved the Nawab from the available sources, that when the Nawab he was departing, okay, from Lucknow, a large number of subjects was far from the this you can see. A large number of subjects, they followed him all the way to Kanpur, and they were crying broken heart. So whatever accusation was put to Nawab, you can see that how the people respond when he was exiled from to other place. So you can see the people, they were following him and they started crying broken heart. So here you can see the exile of Nawab Wajid Ali Shah not only made his subject unhappy with the full of grief, but they felt themselves humiliated also. So this was one of the cause for the revolt of 1857. Now we talk about the alien nature of this administration. So when we talk the alien nature here, as you know, the foreigners, they think themselves outsiders of making ये जो Britishers थे, they were the foreigners, they were from outside. So they think that the nature of the British, whatever nature they were having, it was of alien or of foreigner. So India was governed by the administrator thousands of miles away in London, who were totally ignorant of the administrative organization. Okay, belief, tradition and custom in India, even the high posting military as well as the civil service, they were monopolized by the British. All the members of the legislature here of this council were the Britishers. So they forced law on India without caring for their feelings and sentiments. It further inflamed the angers of the Indian masses against the British administrator. So if we talk about the administration, first you can see whoever in the administration, okay, so they were what? If we high posting military, they were also the Britishers. If we talk about the legislature, whatever the laws were made, whoever framed the legislative council or legislature, the members were the Britishers. Even whatever law was forced or whatever you can see even in the court also, who were there? They were the Britishers. So all the high posted, this high post, they were the Britishers. They were appointed on the high post. Okay. So and administration here you can see when we talk about in India, so it was administered by the Britishers or whoever are living in London. Okay. From there they were administrating or functioning the whole country. Annexation of Awadh, we saw that we will talk about the relations of the Awadh and the British. Okay, first thing we will emphasize on that. Then we will see. But here Lord Dalhousie, okay, he was what? He followed the policy of expansion as they were having the eye in the Awadh. And what was the reason for that? Because of this fertility, or you can see that if they want this to be the Indian market in the north. Okay, they want Indian market in the north, 15 hours, and they will grow cotton and what? Indigo. Okay, that was the reason they were having high. So what? They can't impose doctrine of lapse in Awadh as they were having the successor over here. So what they did? They made an agreement. Okay, agreement we call it subsidiary alliances. So for that they have to disband their troop as they did. And what happened? And they have to keep the resident. Okay, and whatever function or however they will govern, they will advise it with the Britishers. That was there in this agreement. So what happened when there was no army? So you can see there was no law and order in the, and British got the opportunity to annex the state. Okay, and they were eager to annex it. So they keep here, they put maladministration, that there is not proper functioning, and then you can see there is the damage. And they accused that he was very unpopular leader because it can be asked in a question. So when we talk about, so we have to think from the beginning to the end. So it was not good, as you can see when he left this, when he was moving or when he was going. So it is the people, okay, they started following him and they started crying. Okay, heartbroken. They started crying. So that is there in this whole hour. So now we talk about what? So what do you think that what will come under the military causes? First we will talk about the new, okay. So what is this new party? So in the company they introduce, okay, a new party for soap. So here you can see what was the rumor that spread. A rumor spread rapidly in Bengal estimated that the party it was greased with what? With the cow and pig. Okay, the British tried their best to convince the soldier, but it was not so, and but it मतलब उन्होंने उनको पूरी तरह से ब्रिटिश अधिकारी ने कन्विंस करने की कोशिश की, पर वो सब बैठ। तो सबसे पहले you will see new cartridge और grease cartridge.